What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I was playing basketball with a guy I play basketball with every single week, and he's like, dude, have you seen this like food supply destruction stuff going down? And I was like, yeah, it kind of seems kind of evil what's going down, but maybe it's just by accident. Maybe it's because, like I've alluded to on this channel before, we have a deficit of workers. Like as Gen Z walks into the marketplace, the boomers are leaving, and there's a deficit of 400,000 workers just this year alone, and that's going to peak at 900,000 in 2034. So it's like, we're going to lose a lot of workers out of the workforce. People are leaving it, so maybe there's just a deficit of workers and they don't have, the right the staff to get some of the chicken manure out of these places, and it's super full of nitrogen, and maybe they light on fire and it burns the place down, and maybe 3 million chickens are lost, and maybe the cows just died of drought and heat, or maybe but it does seem like there's just an awful lot of it. And he's like, so he showed me a map. I'm gonna link that below. If you want to take a look at it, there's well over 250 different dots, and you can click on these dots and look at each fire and each explosion, and it kind of seems like there's a lot of it kind of going on. But I looked at it and I was really angry for a while, like for a good amount of time, and then I really thought through this, and I was like, you know what? We could be angry about inflation. We could be angry about fuel prices. We could be angry about the food thing that's going on. We could be upset about what that's going on. But you know what? It's not my food supply chain. It's not my oil wells. It's not my currency. It's their currency. And who they are, is not really anything I have any influence over. And so the one thing that you can definitely do is take responsibility for that and say, you know what, no one's coming to save your hide. Like, it's on you. These are 3 plants I purchased yesterday. This is a fig tree. This is like my 3rd fig. I've never actually had a fig besides a fig Newton, but I like fig Newtons. So I was like, well, let's get some figs going on. My buddy's like, I don't know if it's going to grow that well in your area. We'll try it out. I got mulberry back here. These are doing really well. So I saw this. It was pretty cheap. It's like $40. I was like, you know what? Let me get another one of those. And I've got a monster plant right here. It's called Monster something. It's got like a really long Greek name that I can't pronounce or spell. But it's got like this cool banana looking fruit to it. They grow really well in my area too. But these are things that I can actively do. Now, I'm not going to grow all of my own food. I think right now about 20% of my calories are coming from things I grow, mainly because I have raw egg milkshakes in the morning. I've got a video on that. It's pretty cool. It sounds like it doesn't taste that good. It tastes delicious, I can assure you. And we've got pineapples and tomatoes, and we got all that type of stuff. We've all sorts of stuff in our area. We're in Southwest Florida. A lot of stuff here grows. But regardless of where you are, you can get to an area where you can grow stuff, or you can probably grow more than you think you can grow just on your own. But it's going to take responsibility of going you know what? I'm going to have to allocate some time, some resources. This is a $100 bill. Uncle Benny. I had to put Uncle Benny in the coffin yesterday at Home Depot. I was like, well, here it goes, But I got these 3 guys. And I'm going to be able to graft off of these guys at some point here in the future. And I'm going to be able to seed off of them. Hopefully be able to spread them and share them with my buddies, like my basketball buddies and things like that. But when I changed my perspective on it, where I was like, you know what, it's not my food supply chain, man. Yeah, maybe someone's burning it down. Maybe they're trying to starve people out. But what am I going to do about it? I guess I can get the benefit of it. I can grow more food than I need and just get the benefit of rising food prices. That's one option. What am I going to do about the inflation in the US dollar? What am I going to do about that? I can get out of it. I can buy silver, I can buy gold, I can buy Bitcoin, I can buy Monero, I can buy hard-working assets, I can buy plants, I can buy stuff that's not the dollar. Do I need dollars? I do. I gotta pay health insurance, and I gotta pay taxes. I need the dollar, but I don't need to have all my wealth in dollars. In fact, I only need the minimal amount that I actually need, and then the rest of it I can store outside of the system. And then likewise with oil and energy. Yeah, it's going to be a lot harder to get my own oil, right? But there are ways to make your own biodiesel. I've been doing it since 2007. There are ways to use this sunlight that we have, to purchase solar, and there are ways to make your lifestyle really efficient. There are ways that you can downsize and get out off to the grid. There are mini hydro situations. There are things that you can do if you want to put together the effort. So there are 2 ways to look at this. One, you're a victim, and personally, victims are fake and gay. I got no interest in well, Trav, all these things happen to me. Screw you. I don't want to hang with you. I don't want to listen to your sap story. I got nothing to do with you. Or, the world's a scary, dark place, I guess, right now, and we can do something about it. Take care of your own food, take care of your own energy, take care of your own monetary currency. Shut up. There's nothing else to talk about, right? It's whether or not you want to take self-responsibility for it by helping yourself first, by making the changes in yourself first, and then your family and friends, and hopefully you can influence just another couple, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 10 people and help spread that message. But ultimately, we're not gonna be able to like save the world from food supply fires going everywhere. Although I'd definitely check out this map. It's really interesting. But like beyond that, what are you gonna do about it? Like, nothing. Like there's really not much that you can do about it as far as like the aggregate for other people. But there's a lot you can do about it for yourself, your family, your own, group of friends. And I would just encourage you guys, get out there, start planting, figure out what it is that you can grow, figure out like energy stores of energy, like what is it that you can, control in that space. And then likewise with the currency, like silver and gold are a great way to have some savings for a rainy day. You could always liquidate it and get dollars at any point in time. And so if that's something I can help you with, I am a gold and silver broker. My email is down below. Go ahead and get in there and be like, yo, Trav, I need to start purchasing that. I recommend everybody have at least 10% of their net worth outside of the system in a real store of value. And at which point in time you want to go use it, you can loan against it. And like, that's something a lot of people don't even understand, that like super wealthy people, that's how they manage it. They are their own central bank. I mean, I'm at the spot where I'm like 25%, maybe 30 at this point in time is probably in that asset class, because I'm looking at the end game here. I'm looking at like 10 years out, like how does this end? And the numbers are pretty crazy with all those boomers leaving the workforce and the Gen Z replacing them. We're got their pensions and their Social Security and like all the excess housing that they created. Like it's going to be pretty crazy, and it's going to be a lot more printing. Like we haven't seen anything. Like they've printed 10 trillion in the last 18 months. The Department of Homeland Security says that we've got to print 124 trillion by 2030. I don't know how that's going to end. Probably like every other country that's tried it. I'm sure it's going to be fine for a while, and it's going to be all good until like the very end. Like everything's cool until you get to like the very, very end. But we can make moves against it. We can be a blessing to our friends and family by having prepared, and we don't have to go out there and share like what we're doing with everybody. We want to be like, oh, you got to be like me, because that was like a long time. That's how I approached it. Like, oh, you got to do what I do. Nope, that's not what people want to do. People want to do what they want to do. They want to see the world as they want to see it. And most people are plebs. Most people just kind of like are walking through with the wool over their eyes, and they're just told what to do, and they go, oh, okay. And this is how you get people to like load up in train cars and go. This is how you get people to do it, right? I'm not interested in doing that. I'm not interested in see you do that. Please comment below what you are growing, where you're growing it at, what your ideas are on these topics. I mean, definitely check out this link. It's interesting, but beyond being interesting, I wouldn't think too deeply into it. I would just control what you can control and be a blessing to your friends and family. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for commenting below. And as always, thank you for sharing these videos. It's the only way this channel is going to grow is because of you. Peace.